once a month.
Once a month. Well, a little more often.
No, we don't post it.
Why do you not post it?
Because, well, we were gonna start a YouTube channel actually.
Okay,
But
so
then
what?
we got
Okay.
Because she was like another vlogaroony, and I was like, Vlog Nation. We were kind of funny. You will admit.
We're funny.
We're funny.
Are you funny?
We're funny. We're like.
Okay, should I stare into the camera?
No,
or
you
should
can
I
look
make
at
it look
me.
like this?
You can whatever you're comfortable with. So the end product will be like a video photo story.
Okay.
So I'll just be taking like snippets of like. Okay. Sarai, describe, introduce each other. So you introduce.
I'm Sarai.
No, you introduce.
This is
Grace.
Sarai,
This is Grace.
and today we're going to talk about our Finstas. But I call it a Finsta, actually. I'd like to clarify this
Yeah,
now.
she's from the West Coast.
When I made my second, it was called, we called it Finstas. I actually wasn't aware of people calling them Finstas until I got here.
We call them Simpsons.
And so Finsta is either your second Instagram or it's like a secret Instagram.
It was sophomore spring.
Okay.
I remember starting it because I was very angry at somebody who had given me a horrible peer review grade of 0 out of 4 for a poster that I had made for a chemistry course, and I really had so much pent-up anger inside, and I wanted to tell someone about it, but I didn't want to individually message people, so I made a Finsta as my other friends did. I followed them, they followed me back, and I made a really angry post and had really good comments.
I made mine in my sophomore year because all my friends had one.
This is high school. Oh yeah, of course. Huh. What about you?
Actually, same. I was the last one of my friends to get a Finsta
Me too.
because I was like, why do I need that extra
Me too.
in my
And
life?
then I did it.
And then I totally hopped on the bandwagon.
How often do you post?
It's so sporadic. Like sometimes I post like multiple times in a week and sometimes I don't go on for like a month.
Huh.
Super random.
I'd say like every day or every other day. Or every 3 days.
No, I definitely disproportionately post way more on Finsta than on my main account.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much is it, like, how many posts per like day or week?
I'm sure it's at least like 1 to 5.
A day? A week?
1 to 5 ratio comparison
Okay.
per month, I would say.
Right.
There was a time when I would post on Finsta every 2 days, but that doesn't happen anymore.
Okay. When did you decide to follow each other? Like, was there a conversation about it?
No conversation, but I feel like it was kind of late into knowing you.
Because I feel like most of the time if you follow someone's Finsta, you have to be... Some people I used to follow that I don't follow anymore because I don't care about their lives, and B, I don't know them. So like why? If I say hi to you in passing, I don't want to know what you're like doing explicitly.
Your deepest, darkest
Yeah,
secrets.
people share a lot of stuff on there. So I think, I don't know when we followed each other like state-wise, but I think it was definitely when we were like more
We,
than
like, knew
acquaintances.
each other,
Yeah,
yeah.
we knew each other.
What was the weirdest thing you've seen in somebody else's Finsta? Like, that gave you a reaction like, whoa.
Ooh, you go first.
It's the nudes thing, man. Yeah. Someone put, and that's when I unfollowed. I was like, yeah. My reaction was as well. And it was just like so out of the blue. That was probably the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
What about you?
Not that. I'd say for me, well, I do have, there's some people that post that, but like it's more in their character, it's like their vibe, and they post it on the regular Instagram, so that's just odd, but whatever.
What would be like, what were the main reasons why you still use Finsta? Like, if I'm to ask like 3 main reasons why you still use Finsta while having an Insta at the same time.
Oh, 3 main reasons? One, so I think it is a way of like staying in touch with people who so not my close friends I stay in touch with on other platforms, aka talking on the phone. But like my medium friends that I talked to in high school but want to sort of know what they're doing, I'll follow them on Finsta. So I think one, to know what my acquaintances are, like my good acquaintances are up to. Two, because I think it's fun. Like it's just funny to after, especially if you know somebody, like now being at Wellesley and having followers that go here, it's more relatable. I think it's more relatable if the people that are sharing something live where you are, like know the environment that you are in. And then third, because we live in a time and place where our lives have to be documented all the time. And so a lot of times I'll find myself, like I'm like, oh, I have to post on my Finsta stuff. I'm like, no, I don't. Like this moment can be just for me and I don't even have to take a photo of it. But I think now I think of something funny and my brain goes to like, oh, I'll just post this on my Finsta instead of just thinking about, oh, it's funny. You know, it's like something's happening funny. Something funny is happening for my Finsta. It's just weird. Yeah.
What about you?
I agree with the first one about staying in touch with my good acquaintances. The second is to bring something kind of lighthearted to social media, where it's not like manufactured or like, that's not the right word.
Yeah.
No, but like, I don't know if that's the right, like how I don't know. It's something where it's very real, which I don't know, which makes me wonder like why can't I post like things that are super real on my reel? That's a different thing. And then the other is I just like keeping like people who I know. I follow like a lot of different accounts on my second because like accounts like cooking accounts and like memes that I don't follow on my reel because my reel is usually like people who I know rather than like.
Oh, interesting. So your Finsta has random accounts too?
Yeah.
Are these two different sides of you, or are these two different people?
Oh, that's interesting. If someone were to look at both accounts and it didn't have my face on it, I don't think that they would think it was the same person. I'm ashamed to say, but I think it is two very polar parts of my personality, even though I refuse to admit it in a way, internally.
So, but you think that it's still you? Do you feel like one is more performed than the other, or are they both very, very you?
Both of them are very curated parts of me, I would say. The real Instagram is definitely extremely curated. Only the good stuff comes out. That could be once every few months or something. And sometimes if I happen to be traveling, then more frequent than one time a month. My Finsta personality it's very, just everything that I want to say when I'm upset, but it's written down. It's almost like a personal diary at this point.
I would say, for Finsta, I would say silly and composed because it shows an aspect of my life that I wouldn't want everybody seeing, but it's a very composed, silly part of me, and it's nothing personal. It's really, truly funny things that don't say anything about me. I don't rant about something going on in my family or how I feel or none of that. Which I know a lot of people use it for that. So yeah, silly and composed. And then for my Finsta, my real Instagram, I would say, two words to describe it, I would say, like simple, I don't know. It's not funny. Honestly, there's not a lot of character to it. I would say just like maybe not position. What's the word when you plan to take a photo? You are posed maybe posed and simple. Yeah.
My Finsta is random and silly. It's silly as well. Like, it makes no sense. And it's totally random. Like, how much I post is random. What I post is really weird. And for my reel, I'd say quirky and surface level.
I'd say 60 to 1,200. But that's an estimate. Like, I'm not one of those people who know what their follower count is.
Psoriasis.
You just exposed me.
Cut.
I'm kidding.
You've got 94 followers on your
I've
Finsta.
tried to block that down.
And I have 94 followers on my Finsta.
Ooh, weird. Okay, and then how many do we have on our Instas again? I bet I have 1,178. No, 1,102.
1,125.
Okay.
Do you care about like the follower-following ratio?
No, not at all.
I used to. And then it occurred to me how
How dumb it was.
stupid that is.
Right. So on my main Instagram, I'm still a private account, and I only allow my friends to follow me or family. But it's pretty much if I kind of see that other people that I know follow you and you request to follow me, I will probably accept your follow request and follow you back. But on Finsta, I don't just accept anybody. Usually my friends, I know that who they are because they tell me what their Finsta is and we add each other on the spot. But sometimes, like, I have a friend from when I was in Indonesia for school, which is, and we hadn't reconnected for a while, but she found my Finsta because I very foolishly connected it to Facebook. It's privated, but she followed me thinking it was some like other second account where maybe I posted art or something, which I do occasionally. But she tried following me on that account, and I was like, no.
Do you feel more free when you're posting on Finsta, or do you still think twice or thrice about it?
I actually still think twice or thrice about posting on my Finsta. There are people who I consider like friends that I'm familiar with and are kind of close, but still not close enough to be comfortable to be spilling out like everything, like raw gut feelings or whatever. So I still read my captions twice before posting, and I try to reword things in a way that doesn't sound so crude. Even so, whatever I post is not necessarily the first thing that I wrote or came into my mind on Finsta, but it's still far cruder or more raw than the captions that I post on my real Insta, which are generally kind of funny or self-deprecating in like a humorous way.